7 lessons from hiring a CEO that is smarter than me. I've been an entrepreneur for roughly 22 years now. When I started out, I wanted to be the head honcho, the CEO, the one in charge. And ideally, I wanted to be the CEO of a really big company, and maybe one day that company would be publicly traded on the stock exchange. Over the years, I've learned 2 things about myself. First, I am a terrible manager when it comes to managing a large amount of people, such as 100+ people. 10, 20 people, no problem. I'm just not good when it comes to a large organization with layers. The second thing that I learned is I don't think it's fun to be a manager or a leader. Some people enjoy it. I enjoy some aspects of it as well, but I don't enjoy most of it. For example, I love helping people grow and teaching them new things, but I don't enjoy tons of meetings or quarterly planning or a lot of the other things that are required from a good CEO. So over the years, I've built a business model in which I'm never the CEO of my own company. Instead, I hire people who are smarter than me and have done it multiple times before, and I make them the CEO, right? If they were the CEO of other companies in my industry and did really well, there's a good chance that they'll also do it well for me too. So here are 7 lessons that I learned from hiring other talented CEOs and executives over the year. Lesson 1, people grow a business. It doesn't matter if you're Elon Musk or Bill Gates, without a team, it's really hard to be successful. But here's the thing, good people follow good people around, and good people don't follow bad people around. Just because someone was the CEO of another competing company, it doesn't mean they were good. And you want good people or else they will bring over mediocre talent, which means you won't grow. So you need to do some searching for a CEO or any leader to make sure that they have amazing industry experience. Second, they had to be at those jobs for a while. So if they have a good portfolio, they need to be there for a while, and they need to have worked their way up in those companies. Because if they work their way up, that means other people found them to be valuable, and the chances are they'll do well for you. This reduces the chance of having bad people within your organization, as that can be toxic and that can slow down growth. Lesson 2, as a marketer, I always believe that the best way to grow a company is marketing combined with a good product or service. And keep in mind, I'm young, being that I'm in my 30s. I don't have as much experience as some of these seasoned executives who are in their 50s or 60s. One thing I learned from working with these seasoned executives is that a business also grows with time. In essence, if you're in business long enough, such as 10 or 20 years, you get growth through just word of mouth. It's how most companies grow, and you shouldn't take it for granted. You just have to be patient, as it's hard to manufacture that. Lesson 3, experience doesn't always equal to being right. By no means do I think I know everything. If I did, I would be the CEO of my own company versus hiring one. But what has allowed me to continually build companies that are successful and grow fast is that I think outside the box. And I'm always willing to try new things to achieve better growth, especially ones that my competition think are a waste of time and they aren't willing to try out. A lot of times when you hire good CEOs, they are jaded by their experience. They believe that there's a certain way to do things, and for most things, they'll want to do it their way only. But there can be more efficient ways to do things, new ways, especially because of technology such as AI or machine learning. Encourage people in your company to think outside the box and challenge conventional wisdom. If you don't do this, your growth will be mediocre like everyone else's. Lesson 4, don't try to do everything your way. You are hiring a CEO or executive because they can do a job better than you. If they can't, don't hire them. But when you hire them, you have to let them do certain things their way. You can't have the your way or highway mentality. As the saying goes, there are multiple ways to skin a cat. Your way may be correct, but their way may also be correct too. In other words, there's multiple ways to achieve the same end result. And as long as the end result is achieved, you shouldn't be too picky. Lesson 5, you can't take culture for granted. Culture helps you recruit and retain people. Culture helps you build an amazing company that builds a great product or service that people love. It also helps you make an impact with your team members, your customers, and even the world. If you don't hire people who have similar beliefs and values, then it's not going to work, unless you're willing to make the culture theirs. If someone checks all the boxes but not the cultural one, you shouldn't hire them. It usually won't work out in the long run. Lesson 6, CEOs have to set an example. I hate hiring executives who only want to manage and tell other people what to do. I look for player coaches. They, of course, should be able to run a company and manage people, but they have to be willing to get their hands dirty and do work themselves. I want them to be a great individual contributor for at least a portion of their time. As your company scales, it'll be less and less, but it's important because it sets an amazing example for everyone else. The last thing you want is a bloated company with a ton of people who barely work. When hiring managers or executives, be direct with them and let them know that you expect them to be a player and a coach. Lesson 7, talent and brains can't replace hard work. I used to hire really smart people who were naturally talented and just were great at what they did. But many of those people were just lazy. These days, I don't care if someone went to Harvard, Stanford, heck, I don't even care what their grades were in college or even if they have a college degree. If someone isn't a hard worker, you are screwed. Because if they aren't willing to work hard, how can you expect the rest of the company to work hard? Again, I would make this known when you are hiring, but you need people who are smart, talented, and really, really hard working. If you have any questions about hiring, you can leave a comment below. I'm here to help you out. If you're struggling to hire marketing talent and you just want someone to do it all for you, check out my ad agency, NP Digital, where we help companies grow. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it, tell people about it. Thank you very much.